Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. In this episode we are going to try being the Cree word, to obtain orbit. A sustained orbit. Before we do that, let's just go over some stuff. I have tracking station, launch pad, and mission control at level 2. It's a little important because the tracking station mission control give us maneuver nodes, and the launch pad gives us more tonnage for a ship. Now for this, against better judgment, we are just going to try a new ship and see how it goes. Making no promises. Nose cone. Need a parachute to get you back. Then we are going to put some science on this thing. Science up there, or the goo. You get some barometric pressure gauges. Put you here and here. Actually, let's put these up higher. How about here and here? Yep, looks like he should be able to get out if we decide to do an EVA. Then put a Science Junior on. And we are going to need heat shields. Alright. So we have basically what we're going to bring back. So let's throw a coupler on. And then we are going to make our final stage. Let's do this. That guy. And we are going to use the Terrier. Then our second stage. Nope. Don't forget the coupler. Second stage, we're going to make 2 of these guys. 2, 1. Let's do 2 of them. And this is where the upgrading the launch pad is going to come in to give us more weight that we can bring. On this one, we are going to use the swivel because it gives you some control. Then another coupler. And then get us to a decent enough height for let's see what we're going to do with our solids. I'm thinking we'll use the thumper, and you'll see that's below ground now. What you can do, and this is a very tall ship already, so you can just pick it up by the nose cone so everything's highlighted, lift it up, and now we're above. And you know what, for this one, let's try just that. I will make 2 attempts in this episode because I am horrible about getting up into orbit. You know what, instead of these, let's try these guys because they give a little bit more control. Let's try that. Let's see where our weight's at. Our weight's only at 18 tons. So it's just a hair over. Let's name this Orbiter 1 ? Maybe. Maybe not. Let's save it, give it a shot. But yeah, I have issues getting into orbit. I'd have to normally make multiple runs with a ship just to figure out what pitch I need and everything. Hopefully this one goes decent. Alright, so thrust at 100%, SAS on, main, decouple, second stage, decouple, third stage. And just to make this smoother, we're going to move our motors so when this decouples, this is going to light automatically. That way, because there is a bit of a pause. Alright, I usually like to line up this direction. That way when I hit D, everything is moving to the right, along east. Because this is north, south, oh wait, I'm sorry, west. Alrighty, Jebediah is ready. Let's go. So a little ways up here, I'm going to try to start pitching a little bit. Now this one actually pitches pretty decent. Try to get it at like 80%. I'll shoot for. And it is doing a gravity turn. You notice how it's still turning on its own. It's because it's such a tall ship, or craft, that is trying to pull the nose down. So we'll let it do that. Stage done. Next stage goes. And you know what? We didn't put the swivel. Or no, that is even the swivel. You know what? Let's revert. And in order to help that part of it, why don't we... Let's try basic fins on this one. Save it. Let's give it another shot. That one doesn't count. But yeah, until you're playing a lot or you're better with physics than I am, there's going to be a lot of reverting. So throttle up, SAS on. Let's try her again. Because like I said, it's going to take multiple attempts. I'm not even so sure we'll even get it in this episode. Ooh, he's really trying to lean over. I don't want to go much more than 60 yet. Actually, I don't even want to go that far now, so we'll try to hold her back a little. Alright, so with the winglets now, we have a lot better control. See, once we get up above 300, or the altitude, this really starts picking up some speed. Let's shoot for the 45, because we just crossed 10,000. Then, let's go to our map. And now with mission control and everything, we have, when you click on that, and if you right click it'll hold it on. You see that T time is way off. Usually shoot for between 40 and 50 seconds to apoapsis. I don't know. This one's not looking so good. Jettison that. Fire this one up, and we're going to crank it down because we're going pretty quick right now. Apoapsis, shooting for around 75, 80. Now you can control the engines. Just click that, brings that up. So we can throttle up, throttle down. But once we get to 75, we are going to cut the engines. And cut them. You'll notice that'll go down slowly, gravity trying to pull us back. But what we're going to try to do is left click on the apoapsis and add a maneuver. What we're going to do is we're going to grab our apoapsis on this, and we are going to drag it. You'll see that yellow line, and when it flips, the periapsis comes up, and on here you'll see it's going to put us at 75,000, which is a little higher than we need. If you hover over the symbol and mouse wheel, it'll bring it down, or you can just try dragging it back a little. Still at 75. It just has to be above 70. $74. 73. And we'll give it a shot, but it's not going to work. The node's in 16 seconds. Usually you want to start your burn half of what your estimated burn time is. And let's bring up our fuel. I don't even know if we even had enough for this burn anyway. But you'll see, you know what? Since we were late, we're going to kick it a little bit north of that. Or left of this. Just so we're going not below the atmosphere. And we're going to see if this will work. You'll see our orbit's going. There's our fuel up here. Don't think we're going to have enough fuel. Yeah, it's not going so good. We're running out of fuel. Running out. Come on. Flip. Flip. The periapsis will pop up here when it's good enough. And the periapsis needs to get above 70. I think we might do it. Before we run out of fuel. Come on. Come on. If we run out of fuel, we are not going to do this. We're going to revert. Yep. You'll see it pop down. But I wonder if to close this node, just click there. What we can do is, let's try creating another. We have like no fuel left. We'll create another maneuver node. Yeah, periapsis is going to go down there. So periapsis at 81,000. It was a 4-second burn in 2 minutes. So let's try this. Just try to correct our deal. But we are almost out of fuel. We may get up there. I don't think we're getting home. But it is 4 seconds. So we have 2 minutes, 10 seconds. And that is going to put our apoapsis way out there. 1.528 million meters. But you'll see we're running towards this. If you need to change this again, you can just click on it. But we'll bring this up. It isn't only a 2-second burn, so, or a 4-second burn. We may actually have enough because our periapsis is going to be pretty low regardless. So let's speed up a little bit. Now don't go diving trying to just hit right on this. Because we're going to slow down again. Alright, so 4-second burn. We're going to start it at T minus 2 seconds. Now when this gets down to 0, we're done. Now, close this. Our periapsis is at 81,000. And my friends, we are in orbit. A huge orbit. So let's go back, check out our ship. Oh man. We will have to see if we are going to make it back. But you're up here, you got new science to do. Or not. I might not get new science. Did I accidentally run up here on this? There we go. We completed achieving orbit. Crew report. No science there. But you might notice temperature. This is in space near Kerbin. But since we are going so far out, let's warp a little bit. Because that's still, space just still near space. Let's see if this distance puts us out far enough. To get some more. By the way, scroll back. There's the moon. Okay, let's slow back down. And see if we're far enough out. Yep. In high space. So let's get all this science we can. Even though we may not survive re-entry. So we get all this. Lots of science. Another pressure. Let's take a crew report. And against better judgment, what do you think, Jebediah? Do an EBA? EVA? Yep. Oh, I didn't upgrade the astronaut complex. You upgrade the astronaut complex and you can do EVAs, and you could go out and take an EVA report as well. Alright, you'll see our distance change because we are in high space. 2,000 meters. Alrighty. Let's see if we can do this. We'll pick an area along here, add a maneuver. And this time we're going to try bringing down our periapsis. Oh, too far. And you need to get it under 70,000. But keep in mind, if you are at like 69,000, it may not be enough to slow you down in one orbit. If that happens, just keep in mind that trying to get kind of a trajectory to slow us down a little quicker. Want to hit more of the surface instead of coming down as low as we did. So 20,000 should be good. So let's do that. And that's going to be a 4-second burn in 4 minutes. Oh, you know what else? I think we forgot something. We didn't use our Science Junior. So let's keep that experiment. Still thinking we're going to lose a lot of this stuff on re-entry. Close doors. Because we do have the heat shield, but have some issues with that. Oh, by the way, new target. This is the target for your maneuver. The blue X. So let's line it up with that now so we don't forget. And it's going to be the same burn as before. You know, it's a 4-second burn, so we're going to burn it 2 seconds. We have enough fuel for this. So, right now, I resist the temptation to go faster. Alright, we'll put it at that. We can sit around for 2 seconds. How's everybody doing? 30 seconds to go. And we're just going to do a full burn for that time. What I think we might do is we'll do a full burn. And then we'll back off a little bit before the end. Make it a little easier to get through. And you can do this on the map side and not do a full burn and just kind of watch your actual... Alright, so let's remove this because it does kind of get in the way a little bit. Our new periapsis is 27,000 meters, which should be enough to get us captured. Hopefully, it does give us... It's not so steep that we burn up. Alright, so let's warp. It's going to automatically slow us down to 4, and then down to 1. Alright, so now we have to look for our apoapsis marker. Or actually, what we have to do first is decouple that motor. Eh, maybe I should have kept it on. But still had some fuel left in it if it blew up. Didn't want it blowing us up. Now here we go. Leave this on speed 1 because this is going to move around a little bit and you have to stay there. Hopefully we don't see any heat bars. We are not slowing down that fast. I have a feeling we are going to blow up. Because you need to slow down, well, to be captured you need to slow down more than 2250 meters per second. But man, we are coming in hot. Try to keep it in there. Great, there goes the... Yeah, good thing I wasn't looking at the screen for that. That kind of screwed me up. Oh, no heat bars. No heat bars. Come on. Come on, get through. Get through. We put a parachute on this, right? No heat bars. Heat bars go away. Heat bars, go away. Christ, I don't know if we're going to slow down. We're slowing down. Switch to surface speed. Wow, we're basically kind of a meteor at this point. Little hiccup. Oh, come on, heat bars. Come on, slow down. Slow down. I'm also kind of hoping we don't end up losing our Science Junior with just the one parachute. Come on, what, around 1200 we should? Feeling pretty good about it now. But I've been having trouble losing the Science Junior. Yep. Here we're starting to slow down. That should start going away. And we are at 20,000. Yeah, we did come in at a pretty nice trajectory. Yeah, but once you start seeing heat bars popping up, you'll see the little bars that popped up. You'll see them around all this stuff. When they peg out, that is due to the fact that they are blowing up. So this seems relatively successful considering how bad we messed some stuff up. This also turned into a little bit longer episode. Maybe I should have made re-entry another. Nah. Will this be a little bit longer? I'm trying to keep these episodes a little shorter. Alright, let's pop our chute. Actually, we just made this vessel, so let's right click. Yep. Let's crank up the minimum pressure on it. And you know what? We're actually going to have it open a little bit sooner too, just to be on the safe side. Oh no, we're coming over mountains. And this is sea level. Oh. There we go. So it's slowing us down not enough. We are pretty much going to lose. I think we're going to lose this. As much as I hate to say it. Review data. You know what? Can we transmit it? Oh, we didn't put an antenna on. Yeah, because this is pretty fast for the Science Junior. Should have threw some radials on here too. Because this is enough. This parachute's enough just for the capsule, but we do have that added weight. So I probably should have added some more. Let's crank that up, because this is going to take a little bit. But yeah, I would prefer to have it, you know, in the 6s. Oh, another thing I forgot. Right before you make your maneuvers, just hit F5 and quick save. That way if you mess it up, you know, you can reload. This isn't real life. And if you crash and lose an astronaut. Some people don't mind it. And we are going to lose our Science Junior. Yep. But we kept everything else. Got all our other science data. And, you know, this is a new area. So let's get Jebediah out and have him do an EV8 report. And we got 2.4 for it. Have him board again so that we can just recover all at once. And I think you guys saw me fall off the ship and not be able to get back in before. If that's the case, when you recover, you just recover your astronaut. You can look on your map and find your ship and just recover it then. But not bad. We got 68.4 science on that. Which is pretty good. This is all the stuff that we recovered. And Jebediah advanced to level 1. Which is nice because... Here, let's jump on the ship real quick just so I can show you something. Oh, actually, you don't have to go through the vehicle bay. I always do, though. Left click on this, on the flight pad, and you can just pick your ship. Let's load up Alpha. Launch vessel. Because Jebediah's got some new skills for me to show you. Now when you hit SAS, you have more options. You have this one, which is going to keep them on the apoapsis. And this one that'll automatically align them on the periapsis. So for landing and stuff, coming through the atmosphere, you'll now be able to just click on that and you'll hold it on there. So when you're doing the heat re-entry and everything, it makes it much easier. But yeah, so that is the end of the episode. We made it to orbit. First shot, kinda. Except when I screwed up the fins and spun out of control. But, as always, thanks for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Welcome to the new subscribers. And be good. I'll see you later.